So in today's video, we're going to look at how to control shapes in Microsoft Excel. Controlling shapes in Microsoft Excel can be very difficult. If you've got multiple shapes, it is very difficult to know where those shapes are and how you want to control them. And that's got a lot to do with the name. So if I have multiple shapes in my sheet here, knowing that this is the number one and maybe I have another one over here for something different, knowing those differences is very difficult for Excel. So one of the first things I do, and I wouldn't leave this in my code forever, but is to try and figure out all the shapes that's in there. So sometimes you'll download something or open something. There'll be a whole bunch of shapes in there, and you need just to loop through those. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So what this is going to do is it's going to say for each SHP, so HHP I've set with a variable of shape. This can be any value that you want. And then I'm going to get the actual shape into a single variable. I could just use SHP, but I'm not going to do that this time. So for each shape in worksheet images.shapes, I found one. I'm going to extract it because I know there's just one, so that's all that matters for now. So I'm going to set some settings on this. So I'm going to set the left, the top, the width, the height. And then really importantly, I'm going to set a name for this so that going forward, that has that name and I can actually then control it later on through the name instead of just trying to loop through. Because like I said, if there are multiple shapes in here, so if there's multiple shapes in here and I go through this, so let's just set that. So that's done. And I go through, there are multiple shapes. So how do I know that I've got the right one? If I'm trying to get the second one, like I can just add a count and just say, okay, just get the second one. But as we'll see, that doesn't always mean that that's that exact one. You know, if somebody's resorted this and moved these around, we have no idea which one we're actually looking at. So it is important then. So if I'm going to the second shape, I'm just going to skip that. So I've got the second shape. And now let's put this as top as 50. So we can see the difference. So there it is. But now I'm going to call this number 2. Because I know this is the second shape. Otherwise, we'll have no idea that this is shape 1, this is shape 2, this is shape 3, etc., unless we name them. So that's an important feature of this. Like I said, you can just go through each shape. You could set the values. Like this is something I've done. So if I do dim I as integer, I equals, let's say 20. And then we go with I at the top, at the top. And then each time we do I equals I plus 30. Let's stop this code. Let's rerun this. So this is going to set that first one at 20, the second one at 50, the third one is going to do at 90 and then 110. So maybe this needs to be spaced out a little bit more. Let's start that again. So we're going to run that. And there we go. Now we got nice spacing. So we can loop through, and in our loop, we can set these variables. But now we have the issue of we called this number 2, and we probably want to call this number, Z. So where Z equals 1, and then Z equals Z plus 1. Let's set that variable just to be safe. Yep. So now we can loop through. And these are already set, so let's put these with a left of 20 so we can see that the code is working. So we got to shift over. Now we're giving these a value of number and then the number that they are. So these have a true number, you can see here, that's been set. So this isn't just called, IMG1 or SHP1 or something like that. These have valuable values in them that are usable. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Please also share. Please go ahead and check out my other videos on my page. Have a great day.